Cooking with Steve.
Oh, hello. Hi. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Steve. Thanks for joining us today. Today, we are going to make an Argentina classic, a chimichurri sauce. We have all of the ingredients right here, including parsley, oregano, both of which I grew in our herb garden in the backyard, some garlic cloves, extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, kosher salt, black pepper, and crushed red pepper. We are going to create this for you and show you a good usage of the sauce. We're going to use it to marinate a flank steak. As you see here, which I've already unpackaged and scored. Score means put little slices in it like that, and then again like that, in a diamond shape on both sides. Ideally speaking, after we create this chimichurri sauce, it would have approximately an hour or two, maybe even overnight, to kind of rest a little bit before we use it as a marinade. But we're just going to go ahead and use it today because I got some work to do tonight. Anyway, so I already showed you the ingredients. This episode I'm going to dedicate to people who risk their lives on a daily basis. The first person who I would like to recognize is myself. We have a grill out back, which we've viewed several times on this show, and it is in very, very poor condition. Every single day when I cook dinner using that grill, it is possible that it could blow up in my face, and you could no longer have these episodes to watch. There is something that you can do if you're wondering. We have a GoFundMe page, which you can see below in the description, and I'll even flash it up on the screen here. But check that out. We're only $30 to our goal, which the goal has been reduced to $250 to get a new grill so I don't die while making Cooking with Steve episodes. Anyway, check that out. I'll give a little recognition later in the show. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to prepare these items for the sauce, which we're going to create in our vintage blender, which was courtesy of my father-in-law. He gave it to us when our new blender broke. I'm going to get everything together. We'll come back and I'll show you how to construct it and get our meat marinating. See you in just a moment. Oh, and welcome back to the kitchen of Cooking with Steve. Thank you for joining us today. As I mentioned before, we did some prep work. So if you check this out, we've got 2 cups of parsley, which I removed the stems, and then a half of a cup of oregano leaves. Again, I removed the stems there. I also smashed and got all the outside stuff off of the garlic, and we're getting ready to throw this stuff in the blender. So just wanted to comment real quick, the origination of this recipe, as I mentioned, it comes from Argentina. Previously on an episode I mentioned that I like to do some banking in Panama. I always make sure to stop at Argentina on the way. They have some lovely beaches there. I have a friend named Juan Pablo that we hang out with and go to the beach with frequently. But yeah, so he taught me this. He rides a horse, actually I think it's a donkey, but to and from work every day. And his donkey's name is Bill. So let's get started on the chimichurri. First things first, make it very easy. Just dump everything in. It's very simple. Dump all your leaves in. Oops. Make sure they all get in there. And we're going to put the garlic in as well. Put a 1/4 of a cup of red wine vinegar in there. We're going to do some black pepper. I would say approximately 2 teaspoons. Put a little more in because I like it. About the same amount of salt. A couple nice pinches. And some red pepper flakes. Let's say about a teaspoon of those, like that. And the time has come. We do not put our oil in yet. Okay, did not work. Still not working. Let's start adding the oil in. In total, we're going to do about a cup of oil. have it. This is a completed chimichurri sauce. So basically our episode's pretty much complete here. Whoa, that's powerful. Well, alright. Sorry about that, excuse me. So we got our chimichurri sauce. Probably thinking, what are we gonna do with that? We have this flank steak that I showed you in the beginning. We're gonna go ahead and just dump that right over top of it. Make sure it's all coated. Probably didn't need that much. Actually, I'm sure we didn't. But what else are we gonna do with it? So make sure that's coated. We're gonna cover this up and prepare our other items for dinner and throw this on the grill in just a few minutes. So we'll come back when we're ready to fire up that grill. That being said, if the episode ends right here, like right now, that would be because the GoFundMe has not hit its target, because that means the grill blew up and I am now dead. So if you don't see me come back in the next segment, that's what happened. But hopefully I'll be back. See you then. Hello, welcome back to Cooking with Steve. This is our grill. Sad, isn't it? If you open it up, it's not on fire yet, but you can see how dirty it is. If you get a close look, you can see that the things that spit out fire are rusted to the point where they have fallen to the bottom of the grill. I don't even know what's keeping them up right now. There's a giant hole right now in the grates. And let me just show you how we have to light it. Take a piece of paper, use the lighter to catch it on fire. Okay? So when you get a nice flame going, you stick it down in that hole that shouldn't even be there. You close the lid, step away, turn the gas on, and then you run. And that's how it's done. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to have blown up on us. But you know what? I'm not sure if it's yeah, see, it's on. 2 burners are on, 2 burners are not on. So we gotta let the gas build up in there so it basically explodes inside the grill. Hopefully it won't catch the house on fire, and hopefully it won't explode on me or any of my children. Now, I want to take a moment out to thank those of you who have donated to the GoFundMe to buy a new grill for Cooking with Steve, but I'm going to take a special time out of each episode to focus on one person who in fact has not been any help whatsoever. For this episode, I'm going to focus on a gentleman named Joseph Robbins. Thank you for watching, but you have not donated a penny yet. You have only offered to sell me your grill used for over retail price. So no, I don't thank you, Joey. But please continue watching and enjoying this free entertainment while I risk my life for you. Anyway, so while our grill's warming up here, we're gonna go in, grab our zucchini, throw it on the grill. I didn't even show you that, don't worry about the sides. But once it gets up pretty high, the steak's only gonna take maybe 10 minutes, so we'll put that on and we'll come back to you. When I yank it off, I'll show you how we slice it, and then we'll come back for tasting time. See you then. Welcome back to Cooking with Steve. I just pulled our flank steak off the grill and I let it rest for about 5 minutes. We are getting ready to go outside for a change of venue for tasting time, so we'll see you back here in just a second when we're all sitting at the table. See you then. Hello and welcome to tasting time on the chimichurri steak edition of Cooking with Steve. Real quick, being as though there was a slight dedication to me risking my life while cooking this steak today, I wanted to give a shout out to the lovely Stephanie RN. On Monday morning of this week, we all went to the hospital to meet our wife and her boss and many of the executives of her hospital. You may ask, for what? Okay, I'll answer it. My lovely wife, she won what's called a Daisy Award. Not a nomination, but the actual award. These are very rare. Nursing is a very good profession. a very admirable profession, and my wife is, based on the fact that she won this award, she's the best nurse in the history of nurses. So I'd just like to congratulate her on her Daisy Award. That being said, let's everybody take a bite of our food. I'll start with Bubba there.
Comida buena.
Okay. Ava, what do you think?
This is like really good, Dad.
Thank you. Alex, what's your thoughts?
I want to take Mama. Yeah.
What do you think there, Alex? Let's have an answer, buddy.
Is it good? Delicious.
Cool, man. It is in fact incredible. This recipe you really should try. This is really, really good. I'd like to thank you for watching today. Please check out the GoFundMe campaign. I'm not gonna say anything more about it. Just look. Links in the description. Check it out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, CookingWSteve. And please like, subscribe, comment, and share on this video. Share it with everybody you know. Thank you again. We're going to enjoy our dinner, and hopefully you will enjoy yours. See you next time.
Cooking with Steve.